So I got dating scammed in real life in Johannesburg, South Africa. Let me give you a little story time. Okay, so at this was in 2021. At this point I'd been in South Africa the whole lockdown. This is during the pandemic, kind of getting out of the pandemic. I was in Cape Town. Then I decided, okay, I want to spend a couple of months in Joburg. So Joburg and Cape Town dating is completely different. I'm gonna talk about all of it. But right now it's about how I got tricked out my damn link. Fuck around with them damn Africans, okay, at Johannesburg. So let's talk about it.
Why are you talking in Texas for free when you know me? You need to become a trained phone operator and sexter. Yes, we still getting coin. You can do this 100% anonymously in your drawers at home. We build your profile. We train you. We coach you. We do everything we need to make sure you get these results. So if you want to make some money sitting in your drawers at home, you need to come and hit us up for a small investment fee. We do all the heavy work. So all you got to do is have a heavy bank account. All right. So go to mobilemoney365.com and hit us in the DM to get these coins, girl.
It. All right, so I had broken a nail and I went to this place called Tammy Taylor Nails, which is a very like high end, really overpriced nail salon in Johannesburg. Okay, I was coming out leaning against some kind of old ass Mercedes or some shit like that. It was this very attractive man and this woman with some hips and some other person there. It was like 3 people, I think. Some other African, and they was all sitting there, sparked up a conversation. He was looking good. I assumed them 2 was together, but then something happened and something let me know that they wasn't, something like that. I get in the car with them. I start talking. They was going to give me a ride home. We talked for like, I don't know, maybe about an hour or 2 outside the thing, just talking, shooting the shit, all of that, And so, he was from some country, started with a G. It was not Gabon. It was not, maybe it was Gambia. I have no idea, but he was not Nigerian. I know y'all thinking it's a Nigerian. There's a lot in there Nigerians in Johannesburg, and it wasn't a South African. It was some kind of G word in. Okay, I forgot what the fuck it was. Anyway, told me his name's Brown. That was his name, and I put his picture because I don't see why I'm exposed to scammer. Why not? If you don't want to be exposed, then, don't scam people. So the picture's somewhere over here. This is him. Okay, so he was looking good and everything like that. All right, so I remember us being in the car, and all of these details are going to come back, so just bear with me, all right? So we ended up going to get some gas, to a convenience store or something like that. And whenever he went in, the girl was like, I was like, okay, so tell me about him and me. Does he be spending money on you? What's up? And she was like, yeah, he spends money. I'm like, okay, interesting. Okay. Cause you gotta, kind of watch out these Africans. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them be having no damn money. I want to know what's going on. Just out of curiosity. So after about a couple of hours, we ended up going back to my place in Melrose Arch. Now, if you're from Johannesburg, then Melrose Arch is a very, very, it's like a little island for the rich. It's very safe. It's just you just have to have money to be there. My kind of shit. All right, Melrose Arch is like, yes, it's everything. Anyway, so that's the only place I will ever say if I go back to Johannesburg. It's just nothing but luxury, and I just love it. All right. Anyway, so we went there, had a loft there, and next thing I know, they started doing some freak shit. They started, fucking in front of me. And I kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't kind of like how I really liked it. So I I'm a voyeur. I like watch people do wild shit, all right? So I don't know how the fuck it got started, but they was fucking around and I was just watching. And he had a good stroke. He was, eating a pussy and, she was sucking some dick and all that shit. Now, when it comes down to me and girls, right? I am... I'm not gonna be doing too much coochie licking, all right? I don't like no damn secretions and all that kind of shit. I'm not doing all that, all right? But I'll tickle a titty, and I had my vibrator. I put a condom on my vibrator and I kind of put it on the damn puss, and he was fucking her and all that shit. It was cool, I'll participate, but ain't gonna be no damn snatch licking coming from me. All right, so don't be pointing your toes with your legs back. Give me close my smile, because you ain't gonna get it from me. Okay, look at that nigga for that. Oh, I said it was fucking and it was good. I was liking that shit. It was very, very sexy for me. For me, this didn't really disqualify him from somebody that I would date. I mean, because, I was dating other people at the time in Johannesburg. That's one thing about Johannesburg. Everything moves fast, including your dating life. So I had this other dude, this damn dude from, what the fuck was it? Senegal, I was kind of seeing. So I didn't really give a fuck, about what he was doing. I would still date him, entertain him, because, monogamy ain't really my thing. So I don't really care, all right? As long as we have an understanding, it's all good. So it didn't bother me to see watching him do that. And matter of fact, it was good. I got to get a little peek of what the ass is going to be like, just in case I decided to dip into it, all right? So After we did the freak shit, actually, I recorded the sounds and sent it to my Senegalese dude. Got to talk about that too. That was a fun time. He liked to eat the booty and all that. Anyway, another story. So we did that, and you know, it's y'all. I really can't remember whether I fucked him or not that day. I don't think I did. I don't remember. I don't think I did. I think it was a lot of kissing. It was doing a lot of kissing because I do like kissing. It was a lot of kissing and shit that was happening. But I don't think that I had sex with him that day. I don't think. If I do, I really can't remember. Anyway, so after it was all over with, I went up to take a shower, and I remember when I was taking the shower, something like an intuitive thing in me said, "They a thief." You know, something about thieves came up in my intuition. And so then I went back downstairs. I was like thinking, okay, they was gonna take some shit and like run out the apartment. But then I know going back down there, everything was still intact. So I was like, okay, but that's gonna come back around later. So keep an eye on that. So after that, so he explained that they're not really together, that that they're not like boyfriend and girlfriend. I guess it's just somebody he's just fucking around with. So I ended up exchanging numbers with everybody, with him and with the girl. All right, I forgot the girl's name. So ever since that night, he ended up spending a total like 6 nights straight, like spending the night in my house. So at first, everything was cool. He was looking good. He told me he was in the gold business. All right. He was, in the gold business, some of the things he wanted to buy me, and how, he really included himself into my life. And at that time, I had a girl named Ruby Riza from Zim, Zimbabwe, and she was I had an OnlyFans account. I was taking like naked pictures of her and like free content and shit like that of her, and I had that business and stuff like that. So he just like was really trying to help me with that. Like I remember he drove me by his house and showed me where he lived. He was always taking pictures of himself, like selfies of himself at work. He was very communicative. He would cook for me, but I wasn't really like, something in my gut didn't really let me have a lot of sex with him. So if he spent time with me for 6 days straight, I think we had sex like one time. And I wanted to use my vibrator, like, cause I like the vibrator on my clit, like while I'm fucking. And he was weird about that, which is another African thing we'll talk about. They get a little weird with sex toys, but I just couldn't, like, he was saying the right things. He was around me a lot, but then around maybe day 3, I was like, okay, so when we going out? Like, I mean, we ain't went out nowhere. Like, we ain't went out no date or nothing like that. Like, cause I had spent no money on him or nothing like that, but he was just, always around, and, he presented himself to be quote unquote successful. And the girl told me he spends money. So I'm like, okay, well, where is the going out to eat? Like, we always in the house. And he started talking about, as we started talking about how he's stressed about, how he has a shipment coming in from his country and all of this, and he's waiting on that. All right, so as the days kind of go more, he starts acting more and more stressed about this shipment and all that stuff. And I'm just like, okay. Anyway, so but I love his personality, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, he was goofy, he was fun, he was attractive. He could have hit the gym a little more, but it was enough for me. Dick was a good size. He looked good. He had a great personality. He was presenting himself like he wanted to be a real man in my life, and I liked all of that. I was attracted to that, but it was something missing in the energy. Like I was moving it. I was kind of, I was fucking around with it, like, but I wasn't all the way there. Number one, it's kind of hard for me to open up sexually if I ain't with no date. I'm sorry. I don't care what fuck y'all niggas, modern niggas are saying. If you ain't spent no money, it's very difficult for me to be wanting to fuck you. It just is what it is. I don't give a fuck if we going out to a fucking restaurant. I don't give a fuck how much the bill is. The bill could be low as fuck. I don't care. It's just the principle. I want the ritual. I want the dating experience before I get comfortable just giving up pussy. That just comes with maturity, honestly. I feel like this comes with maturity with women. Well, with me. I used to be just out here just, he smiled. Let me just give him some pussy because he's nice. All that dumb shit I did when I was in my teenage years. But, nah, we ain't doing all that, So, yeah. So then I had a domestic worker at the time. And she was like, and after the situation I have to tell you about, that's when she felt like he was probably a scammer. So he came over and he had a friend. The friend was stealing my domestic worker. They was flirting and shit. I think they ended up fucking. I don't really know. But he ended up like asking her for like money, like a small amount. And she was like, And then this I think around the same time, they came over and he was like, hey, can you give him some Uber money? I'm out of cash. And without thinking, I had like a small amount of money like in my pocket. It was like, this is South Africa, so the currency is rand, like 20 rand. I was like, all right, here you go. I wasn't even thinking about it. But when I shared that with the domestic worker, she's like, he asked me for money too. I was like, okay. But then they were wide a couple of days. I forgot to mention this important thing. So remember the girl I told you that he was fucking in front of me? I forgot the girl's name, but she had a nice body. She came up with some random emergency and she was like, yeah, I lost all my wallet and everything. I mean, can you lend me some money? I said, no. I ended up texting old dude, Brown is his name. That's what he said his name was. I said, hey, Oprah asked me for some money. So, okay, so at this point, it's two people from your circle who've asked me for money. I don't care how little and small, I kind of peep at. I'm like, okay, I'm just keep watching. Sometimes I just keep watching a situation, and seeing what's up. So I did that. And then he just continued to be more and more, appear more and more stressed out. Personality started changing a little bit. And he's also at the same time telling me that he's catching feelings for me and all of that stuff. That he wants to be with me, that he'll pay my bills and all of these things. Which is cool, again, the cooking and for me and stuff like that. Doing nice things. And I loved having that energy around. It was great. So, but I still wasn't really fucking a lot, which is interesting for me. To have a fine man in the house I'm attracted to, but I mean, my gut don't lie. Anyway, so then he calls, he lets me know some emergency, that his gold is held up in customs, and it's going to take about 4,000 USD to get it, and he's stressed. I said, okay, well, I'm sure you're going to work it out. I said, I'll do some spells for you. I'll do some rituals for you. So I was doing some other, at that time I was very much into like candle magic and, really doing rituals and money stuff to really big money. And I was like, okay, I'll do that for you. Because I'll do that for you. You know what I'm saying? And look, if you're my man, I will do some witchy shit. I will do some manifestation work and stuff for you to help you get what you want. But what I won't do is get in my pocket and give you no goddamn money. But I will reach out to the ancestors or whatever the fuck it is to help guide you, because bitch, I'm not doing it. Anyway, so then he came over and like officially like asked me, I really need this. I'll give it back to you plus more in 3 days. I was like, I don't feel comfortable with that. He left. He never texted me again. I already knew what it was. I'm like, oh, well, that's why. I wasn't really like, my spirit wouldn't let me just fuck you and open up all the way. I mean, like, it was like I was kind of there, but I wasn't really. I'm like, okay, well, that's over. And then I texted and I was like, you're a dating scammer. And then I texted this girl and she was like, I would never do that. And she was like, I noticed he never spent any money on me. I'm like, well, bitch, you told me in the beginning he would spend money on you. So they is all in cahoots. So I'm thinking, okay, whatever, that's over. So then like a month later, I started getting these random transactions, these random purchases on my card. It was actually my Cash App card. I had a couple of different cards, but they chose the Cash App card that I had. And I was like, G-Star, a bunch of this, which is a man store, flights from Cape Town to Johannesburg and all this stuff. And so, of course, Cash App, talk to Cash App. They stopped all that shit. I got my money back. But, I 100% know that it was him. And he spent all those nights in my house and he just simply took pictures of the card and used that information to spend money. So that was just an interesting story about how I got dating scammed in Johannesburg. And it wasn't, you would think it was not a Nigerian. I know we thought he was a Nigerian. Sound Nigerian as well to me, don't it? But no, it was them over there. It was them damn, it's that damn African. Was it Gambia? Was it Gambia? What the fuck was it? Let me see. Gambia. Was that what it was? Is that it? What the fuck is the I really don't know, man. Is it Gambia? I honestly had no idea. Sorry with a G. It wasn't the bone. I don't know. Yeah, but that was that. So if you see this nigga, watch out for him. If he love you and all that. You know what? I'll believe the redemption. This was back in 2021. It's 3 years later. Maybe he's changed his ways. But just know, if some shit come up missing around the house, if all of a sudden, this nigga been around, then a couple of weeks later or sometime later, he even started swiping cards and shit like that, then, there you go. But I do think he started feeling a little bit of a way about treating me like that, because I remember I was like, at one point I was like, let me see, maybe I said something about, let me get you a key or an easier way to get into the house. It's before, obviously, I felt like he was a thief. I knew he was a thief. He was like, no, 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 no. So maybe somewhere his conscience was kicking in. I have no idea. But that's one of the many dating experience stories I had. So if you've been to Johannesburg, if you've been to South Africa being scammed by an African in real life, then let me know. Now, the whole virtual dating scam shit, I don't know anything about that life. I mean, I'm not trying to be insensitive towards victims, but come on, if you ain't never met them, what are you talking about? Like, I mean, yeah, but I get it. You vulnerable. You really want love, motherfucker, saying the right thing at the wrong time, for you, when all of a sudden you out here tricking. But that wasn't my experience. But yeah, dating in Africa was a motherfucker. And this is story number one. Let me know if y'all want more stories like this, because I got a lot more. We got the Senegalese booty eater. We got the Nigerian, the Ghanaian, worsen vote, but fine nigga in Johannesburg, and don't let me get him. I don't let me get these damn Zambians, okay? So anyway, let me know what y'all think about this video in the comments. Love y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Please.
Why are you talking and texting for free when you know me? You need to become a trained phone operator and sexter. Yes, we still getting coin. You can do this 100% anonymously in your drawers at home. We build your profile. We train you. We coach you. We do everything we need to make sure you get these results. So if you want to make some money sitting in your drawers at home, you need to come and hit us up for a small investment fee. We do all the heavy work, so all you got to do is have a heavy bank account, all right? So go to mobilemoney365.com and hit us in the DM to get these coins, girl!